Hello farmers and welcome back to Western Australia. The grass field has been lime spread, or it snowed, one or the other. No, it's been lime spread. So that is all set for the first cut coming up in a few months' time, which we could get to today actually. We're going to be zipping on through a few months, I think. Just checking on the sheep, they're all looking good. But I do need to unload the wool because a keen eye did catch in last episode, and I didn't really see it. The cane juice, $6.35. $6.35. That's the max price. It was actually a little bit higher than that a little while ago. But I've been, spreading lime on a grass field. So I want to get that done because we did a lot of lime spreading last episode. Didn't want to start off this episode by doing the same. So let's jump into our truck. Oh, yeah, before I do leave this area, Twister, get some food. Wherever Twister is. Well, they will find the food. Wherever they are, they will... Oh, never mind. Right behind us. Let's go ahead and just drop off the wool. I mean, right here would be a good spot. Yeah, I do need to do some landscaping at some point. And start, putting like a little drive in through here. And maybe like a little drop-off area. Let's spin around here. So I do hope today to get to the month of October at least. Possibly, if we can. I want to start planting our crops. Of oats and soybeans down by the store in our new field and our, existing field. But yeah, we want to get that stuff planted in, and that would be great. Currently, we do have 163,000, but after we sell this cane juice, we should be up to almost maybe I think just shy of $250,000. But pretty darn close. But we're going to need that money because we do have some pretty big loan payments to be making at midnight. So that money is going to come in handy, and of course we will be needing to lease the drill for planting said oats and soybeans here in a little bit. I did put the cane juice on spawning, so it should be already out here. Good. And now with our new trailer, I should be able to cram all this in. I think our other trailer would only stack this 2 high. This is stacking it 3 high currently, and I think it can get more in lengthwise as well. Alright, so yeah, got all of that in there. Oh, something I did try. So if you watched my last episode of Hills of Tuscany, I showed off a mod where you can move placeables. So I thought about it, but then someone also left a comment, I think in that episode as well, that I could try moving the tableware production, and when it gets replaced, maybe the water would start working when it's not supposed to, as we showed off like many episodes ago. I tried moving it, and yeah, that did not work. Moving the placeable did not trigger the water at all. There's got to be more that's going to be spawning here, right? There we go. If that's all it is, I will shove the other 5 on in there. Oh, but the one thing I did notice... sorry, losing my train of thought there just for a moment. So I did move this. And luckily I turned off autosave, so it didn't keep it there. I moved this over here, which still be inside the trigger zone of the water. And it did not work. And for those of you who are going to say, these don't work with production buildings, I showed that it does. Yeah, it didn't work. But the one thing, after it was moved here, the one thing I did notice, things were still spawning in this area, even though the trigger was over here. But maybe I have to save the game and exit for that to work. But, yeah, we're fine. We're just going to keep it there. No big worries. We just got to put water into it like once a year, so on and so forth. There's still 24 pallets of cane juice, so I am going to go sell this batch right here, and we'll come back at the rest and sell those. So I'll see you down at the store. Oh, some more spawn here also. You know what? That's great. The more the merrier. Making sure I turn in here carefully. I do not want to be tipping over because this is feeling rather top heavy. Let's go ahead and open up the side curtain so we can just see it being sold. And make sure I do sell everything. Probably need to take the straps off because I think the trigger will not get the top tier if I don't do so. So this will help us out, keeping us above zero in the bank account for the next few months. It is kind of tempting to want to pay off some of the loans. I think we're down to 2. It's probably going to show 4, but I think we're still in the same month where we paid off a couple of them. Yeah, you can see remaining amount 0, but we owe 1.161 left on those accounts. And right now, the monthly payments, this will be knocked down because it's showing the 2 that we have paid off. So it hasn't recalculated, but it's not too hard to figure out. 8,000 and we'll just say 15,000. So 23,000 a month is what we're paying back. This enhanced loan system, I do like it. So like in the base game, when you pay off some money at midnight, that is just for the interest only. With this enhanced loan system, you're paying on interest and on the principal of the loan as well. So without even having to go in and pay money back, you are paying back the loan a little bit as you go. All right, I got to go back. I'll see you back down here at the store, though, with a little bit more cane juice. And then we're going to say goodbye to July and hello to August. And then maybe right on to September. And then maybe right on to October. Almost tipped over coming in here, but we're still upright. Don't know how much this cane juice weighs, but it's got to be pretty heavy. And I almost paid a heavy price. Speaking of price, I was hoping to get it all in one go, but I got lazy. Got lazy on the throttle. Well, not too bad. Just a tad over 230,000. And we'll cover that back up. Don't want to travel down the road with a side curtain open. So the one thing I do need to keep track of here is the sheep's wool. Got to make sure I load it onto the truck here once in the morning and once in the evening. They can't really go, I mean, 12 hours is about, I think, the most they can go before they fill up the spawn area. So let's open that up here. And we'll fast forward to the day. We know they got enough food because, well, they got a bale right there. Still waiting to go into the feed trough. As for the grass field, I think the first cut this year, we're actually going to make silage out of it. I was looking at some stats a little bit earlier, and if we go over to here, hay, we have 924,000 liters in storage. And if we go to the sheep, currently, they just require 800,000 liters per year. But we're still not a full sheep pen. But we're getting close. Another 100 sheep and it'll be full. So they will require more than what is showing here. As for the sale page, just keeping my eye open for one thing and one thing only, and that is the 60-foot honeybee header. If I can get that for sale, that would be great. Here comes the snow. And there goes the sun. Alright, so if I just collect this at 7 o'clock, yeah, it's getting kind of dark. I don't think my headlight's going to help out too much on this truck. No, they don't. Just got one option for lights, and that's it. Let's load up what we have here. I'll wait for that. There's one more there. You may or may not be able to see it. All depends. It is kind of dark. If I zoom in, there we go. All right, we'll turn that off, and we'll leave that open. All right, we are good to go. Let me just double check on the production buildings. Everything is looking as it should look. The tableware, the water, yeah, that's fine. Sugar is fine. Straw is fine. Making sure that's still up and going because that stuff brings in some pretty good cash. All right, let's go ahead and we are going to literally just jump on our bed. There we go. I'll double check the sale page. Oh, some new items here. Manure spreader. Yeah. And, well, I don't think we need a logging trailer at all. And that is it. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, we're already... I forgot I was on fast speed here. I was like, what's all that stuff? Ah, we're making some payments is what we're doing. So now if we go into our loan interest... yeah, we can see just 2 loans there. And 22,741 is what we're paying at midnight. But we already did. Let's just go ahead and we're still going to wake up at... we'll wake up at 5. I don't need to be waking up that early, but I just want to make sure that the wool is good over there. Let's jump over to our truck and load that stuff on up, and then we'll fast forward here to the morning. Stuff is disappearing off the list. So we are still in winter. August is like AKA February for most maps. Let's see here. Yep, August is like February, so we're not quite into growing season yet. So the grass field should not be ready until October. We want to plant the oats and the soybeans in October. The wheat field's already planted, so we are good there. The sheep, they probably could use some hay over here. Yeah, the feed trough is looking a little bit down. 447 sheep out of 550. And I don't know if we got more overnight or not, but yeah, we must have, because now yearly food's up to 813. That's fine. It's all good. Just a mower got added to the shopping list or the sale list. Let's grab the 6230 John Deere and we'll grab a hay bale. Going to keep the times scale up quite a bit because we just want to zip on through the day. I really have nothing to do. Just got to wait for the springtime. Oh, someone did mention, because on the compost, something I can't remember last time I did it, but I guess there is an option, and I kind of forgot about it. I don't know if it's a base game option or not, with the straw bale. So if I put the straw bale in there and cut it, it should be loose straw. I don't know if it'll take it instantly or not. First, I gotta walk up to a bale and see if that is an option for cutting a bale open. I have not done that in a long, long time. Although we got plenty of organic waste from the factories right now, I think I can make some compost to get us on through. But a straw bale would not hurt. Let me bring up the HUD. I don't see the option to cut a bale. Here, does it need to be in a trigger area kind of a thing? It's been a while since I've done this. I can't remember last time I cut a bale open. Even the ducks are like, yeah, they can't remember either. Yeah, so it doesn't give me the option to cut a bale open. Well, not to worry. We'll figure it all out. I mean, I think we can get far enough because the wheat harvest is not going to be far off. I think we're talking... Is it November? Or December before we get that. And I think I got enough organic waste. And what I can do is we got ourselves a forage wagon. Oh, it's over there. Forage wagon over there. That we can pick up some straw from our fields. And do it that way. So I won't have to buy a bale shredder. I just need to throw it on in there. Now we'll turn that off here. Jump on out. Run into the pole of the shed, which is always good. And just double check on that. Let's check the stock market page. Anything looking good? I mean, we do see some pricing here, but nothing is like dark green saying, hey, you need to sell me today. So we're all looking good. What's the table harvest? Okay, so that price is slowly going up. $64,000 worth of tableware. All right, back over. The sheep are just going to produce more and more wool because we're getting more and more of them. Let me go ahead and load this up. Now this wool here probably is going to sell straight up in November. Would that be November? It's usually April, but yeah, seasons are switched over here. Wool in October. Well, that's coming up rather quick. All right, load that up. I don't know why I'm bothering going home because I got the time scale up so high. Ooh, this is the modded belt by Stevie, which will pick up the grain right off the ground. Do I need that? No. I don't think so. Don't need it for anything. Alright, so we're still making our loan payments, of course. But we still got 200,000, so that's pretty good. Baler. Well, we got ourselves a baler, so we don't need that. Let's jump back out to here. Fast forward time so the sun can come on up. I'm going to load up the bales. Or sorry, not the bales, but the pallets of wool. And you guys need another hay bale. 465. Well, they're slowly reproducing. So September, yeah, the grass field, we're now into spring, and the grass field is ready for harvest, but as we know, it's only in the first harvest stage, not the second one, so I want to get it when the grass is nice and full. Let's go grab another hay bale for the sheep while the day zips on through. And that means the fruit trees should be back into producing the fruit. Oh yeah, and I guess I misunderstood what the person was saying about the pears and spawning. Oh crap. Pears. Pears are in August. Alright, well you know what? Let's just go ahead and we'll sell them. We'll put them on selling right now. Where are the pears? And we'll just change to selling. So we'll get a little bit of income coming in here pretty soon. Unless they already sold and I didn't see it. Alright, I think they just sold. So now I'll put them back onto... I'll put it back on storing. We'll try to maximize what we have here. I think that was a couple years worth of pears anyways. It's interesting that the mod creator put pears in, but yet not have nothing to use pears for. I think I mentioned orange juice would have been a good one. You know, grow some oranges and make orange juice, or... I mean, that's the main thing I can think of right off. There's plenty of things you can do with oranges. Alright, let's put the 6230 back away. Alright, so the sheep should be good because they got that wonderful water silo. They're never going to run out of water, I don't think. And now they got their hay back. Let me go ahead and load up some more of that. Oh, I should go down to the spinnery, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. We got plenty of wool in the trigger. But hopefully it's going through it. Well, I mean, it's probably going through it, but not... not at the consumption. It's going to be a while before it goes through all this stuff here. And currently we only got 3 pallets are spawning here. So we got room for more in storage. Alright, so we're all set there. I think we're all set back at the... Oh, the chickens. Chickens should be fine. I think we got plenty in their feed trough to get them on through, but I should keep an eye on them just in case. So daily food's 514, and we got 40,000 liters. Yearly, they'd only need 7,000, so currently we're fine. But they're going to be reproducing here soon. Yeah, they're almost full grown, but I think we'll be in the harvesting of the wheat just in time for everything. And yeah, we're going to need a silo, which is 400,000, so... I think with the bank, I think I left us some room to borrow some more money if needed. We can borrow like 300 grand. So I think we'll be okay-ish. Especially when it comes to December. We should be able to sell sugar and other material at that time to bring in some money. Alright, just going to come over here and make sure that we keep the spawn point nice and clear. A water tanker? No, that's a slurry spreader. Okay, looked quickly. I thought it was a water tanker. It's like, I do need a water tanker for the tableware. Speaking of, just want to double check on that. We don't want that really running out. Oh, but one thing it is out of, it's out of, alright, so I gotta take care of that. Let's slow down some time here. Okay, we'll load that up. Carefully. You're gonna unload for me right there? Perfect. Alright, let's go over to the tableware and get that stuff out of the building so it can continue to make table products. Yes, I am aware that the wheat field does need to be weeded, but what we're waiting for is we're waiting for the sugar cane to regrow, and of course we'll have to wait for our oat and soybean field to grow, and once they grow, I'll have weeds in all the fields, and then we can lease a See and Spot weed sprayer, and we'll take care of the weeds in all the fields on the same day. I got to make some more roads in and around through here, make it more look like a factory type area. I'm surprised it hasn't gone through that straw bale yet. Still 23,000 liters of straw, looks like. Need to take a better approach so I can get, hopefully, the crates in the back. And I don't think I moved, ouch, I don't think I moved that straw bale in the best place. I'm always putting things in my way. Yeah, I won't get the back row. Alright, now we just gotta wait for the new ones to spawn. Perfect. And now we just shove all these. So it picks them up. But this should be good to go for quite a while again. Did I not? Oh, okay. Just took a second for them to load up, I guess. Okay, make sure I put the straw bale back in its spot it needs to be. And these, I think I'll just put them on side of the greenhouse. Seems like a good spot for it. Alright, let's get back over to the sheep so we can make sure their spawn point is nice and clear. Yeah, just zipping on through the months. Not much we can do, but October is going to be a busy, busy time. Now, kind of the unfortunate part is I really don't have... I need another big tractor in some sense, but I'm not going to rush into it. Because I would need one for drilling, but at the same time I want to get the grass field done. So, gotta do one or the other. Alright, we'll load that up. Speed up time. And we'll just double check on the store. Things are coming and going as we check. I'll wait for that one to get created. That whole pallet right there, just waiting for it. And a full one. Perfect. Alright. So, jump into bed. 5 o'clock sounds good. Might be actually a little bit of a sunrise happening. Might be a little bit of orange glow in the sky. Alright, not quite, but we're getting there. So we are starting the month with 194,000, which is still, that's pretty darn good. Even though we're making those loan payments, we're looking pretty darn good. Sale page, well, nothing of interest going on there, but let's get that sun up. Yeah, Ronnie the Rooster, how you doing, buddy? Yep, time to wake up. Time to get to work. Alright, we'll put the speed down to scale to about times 5 should be good. So the grass field, I mean, everything should be ready for us. Yeah, I did check the sale page. Let me just run up here and make sure that the wool is all set for the sheep. I don't want to get in the middle of working and to start having some signs coming up saying, no room. Oh, I should be feeding Twister. There we go. No more room for wool, but it should be a good month to sell wool. So let me go ahead and see what the price is doing. Wool 1203 and going up. Currently we got 82,000 plus our bonus in wool. Where's the fabric? Oh, right below us. Almost $70,000 worth of fabric. So we're probably going to be selling that today. 3805, 3869. So yeah, we'll be selling that at some point today, but not right off. The prices are still going up. All right. The one thing we definitely I want to get to, and we already know which one I'm getting for the drill because it's the biggest direct drill that we can get for seeding, and it's this one right here. Do I want to... I think I'll get the extender. 29 for seed, 38 for fertilizer. It just adds more seed. Okay, well, we'll get it. And everything else is fine on that. Lease it for 10,000. Well, it is what it is. All right, and we need the case magnum for that. Now, I am going to come back to the farm, even though the fields are down there. I want to come back to the farm because I got all this seed and fertilizer up here that I want to use and also be able to move the pallets. So, let me go down, grab the drill. I'll see you back up here. We'll top it off, and then I think we'll probably plant the smallest field first, which is soybeans. Well, most of this should fit right back in because, well, it came out of one of these last season. We'll take a little bit longer to fill up rather than going from our little hut over there. I need to also probably, when I start selling the wool today, I probably should start grabbing that stuff that spawned outside of our production building over there and sell that, because I think everything in that building is on selling directly now. So probably should sell the stuff that's spawned there. Whoop. Just push those around so we can start filling up. Now, fertilizer, not going to use any of it for the soybeans. And I'm probably not going to use hardly any for the oats either because the new field that we bought has plenty of fertilizer in it. I think I will use some, I don't, because oats are going to require a lot of fertilizer. So that's why, well, I kind of explained in the last episode why we're putting oats in one field and how close do I have to get to these things? Oats in one field and soybeans in the other. At least now while I'm down there, I can top off with seed down at the store because we got another hut just like this down there. Okay, so kind of, well, right back where I just came from. So, put my beacons on and, yeah, let's go ahead and throw these soybeans into the field and get the crops in. So, financially, because that's the main thing that we're kind of focused on here a little bit, besides farming. Yeah, this season, come December and harvest time, I would like the honeybee header, which is going to be like 200 grand, and we're going with a brand new silo. Hudson wants the brand new one. He doesn't want to buy a used, rusty one for 300,000. So We need about 600 grand. We're sitting currently right around 200. But as we saw, we got some wool and fabric to sell today. And then when December comes, hopefully the sugar and maybe the tableware, which the tableware is not going to be at the great time for that. But, you know, money is money. Or I could just borrow some more money and put down the silo. And as for why I get the silo, maybe it'd be better and cheaper to buy the grain mill and just throw the grain in there to make flour to make more off that. Yeah, we're just not going that route. We seem to be doing flour quite a bit here and there, so I'm kind of... We've done the flour productions before. I'm doing it on Hills of Tuscany now, and actually we're doing even soybean flour over there also. I don't mind production buildings, but if you just do everything with production buildings... I kind of remember on Hinterland, I had plenty of production buildings there, and it seemed like it was its own job within itself. Besides farming, you're always taking care of making sure the production buildings were good to go and what have you. The production buildings we got now are keeping me kind of busy. So, and plus, you know, it'd be nice to see a nice big silo on the farm. All right, lower that down, please. Turn that on. And away we go. Soybeans going in. Just to refresh my memory. Canola, wheat, soybean then. Okay, so canola, wheat, soybean. Canola, wheat, 105%. So that's not too bad. It's on the positive side. So you can see as we're planting, fertilizer not getting used whatsoever. And the seed, of course, is getting used. And I'm not going to worry about trying to get the field done within the hour, because between this field and the field next to us, it might even get close to 2 hours. But the field's got to get planted. And no, I don't plan on... If this drill were to come up for sale, would I buy it now? Probably not. I can see the way the money's coming in. That we seem to be expanding actually faster than I thought we would. And this is not the drill that I would want on the farm moving forward, because... Well, you can see how big... Oh, that sign, I can drive right on through. You can see how big these fields are, and having 4 fields... Drilling with a drill like this would take forever. We're going with a big drill setup. But that is going to cost a whole bunch of cash. So, you know, and we're going to need a bigger tractor to haul the drill around and be able to plant with it. So, it's going to be a setup that I use like an Oceanside Forest. Something in that range. Probably don't need... like a big Bud type of tractor. Needed it on Oceanside Forest because of the hills and the traction that we needed. But I think here, maybe a New Holland T9 is what's in order. And I am kind of thinking of going with, I think this might be more of a John Deere type of farm. So maybe a John Deere, oh, we're raising the drill off the ground. A John Deere drill setup. There are plenty of those on the Mod Hub, so when the time comes, though, we'll look more into it. But for right now, for the next 40 minutes or so, maybe not even that long, we're going to be right here in this field. So I think I'm just going to put the cruise control on the Case Magnum. Don't need the beacons on anymore. And like always... The job always seems to go better when you got the radio turned on and you got some good tunes. Well, this job here is going pretty smoothly. Didn't even have to even go down and fill up with more seed. I will here pretty soon because, yeah, we're going to be planting oats here in just a moment. Something also very satisfying about seeing a field like this with weeds and straw swaths, little bits here and there scattered about the field. And it's kind of like I'm going over the field with a big vacuum cleaner, just cleaning everything up and making it look neat. But next month, the weeds will be back, but we'll have soybeans germinated and starting to grow. And before long, we'll be harvesting said soybeans and putting them into a new silo back at the farm. As you can see, no fertilizer been used whatsoever. Now this will hurt my environmental score bonus a little bit when I go and harvest the soybeans February, probably, something like that. Just because I'm not putting fertilizer into the ground, so precision farming is going to say fertilizer in this field was bad. I hope in FS25 they kind of adjust that in some sense to where with precision farming, or they may get rid of precision farming altogether, do something different. But the way they should code it is when the field was harvested, was the crop at the required fertilizing state. So soybeans in precision farming do not need fertilizer. So when I go to harvest it, the game should calculate as is where was it max fertilized for the crop, and the answer for soybeans would be yes. If you're over, then of course you get a little bit of a penalty as well. But the way the game is now is it's going to see that this field was not fertilized, so the score is going to be 0 for fertilizing. It is what it is. There'll be a nice little change of the way they could code it. But like I said, in FS25, who knows, might be done completely different. All right, I do have one little patch down here, very little patch that I just barely missed. But that's okay, I'm going right by there because I got to head on down to the store to top this off with seed. Where is that patch? There it is. That may give me another 3 liters of soybean when it comes time to harvest. All right. Let's go top off with seed. Let me switch this over to oats. Whoop. Yeah, I'm so used to always looking left, then right, and then go. But here, I need to be looking right, then left. The one thing I'm surprised I haven't done a whole lot of is driving on the wrong side of the road here for Australia. I may have done it once, but it's not like I've been driving down the wrong side of the road for a long period of time and also go, oh, I'm on the wrong side. I think if I did do it, it was pretty much like, oh, within 5 seconds, I need to be on the other side of the road. All right, some seed, please. Thank you very much. So it only cost me $2,056 to seed the soybean field. If we exclude the price of the drill and the tractor and the price of the so yeah, we should make out pretty darn good off that field. Oh, why? Why did you do that? Traffic. Oh yeah, beacons should be on. But this episode has been, I don't want to say kind of a speedy one because we started in July and here we are in October. And now we're getting ready to hire ourselves a worker. So in between episodes, I hope to get most of this field done. I need this case tractor right here to mow the grass field, and like I said, we're going to make silage bales with that. So already in the upper left-hand corner, well, we can kind of see where the fertilizing state is and where it needs to be. So I will be adding fertilizer to this field. I'm just kind of getting this things rolling here. And we're going to get ourselves a worker. Kind of concerned a little bit about the telephone poles and the worker, but I think we're going to be okay on it. Where are we? Here we are. Create job. Course play. Okay, so it's only in the field that we have here. Might be little spots here and there where the worker may go over in their field, and it may miss some spots on our field. But overall, it's going to get most of the work done. 3 headlands is good. Overlap, I'm going to say 0. Just because I'm worried about the telephone poles on this side here. All right, and how long did it take me to drill that field? 0.6 hours. So yeah, I was thinking about 40 minutes. It was pretty close to 40 minutes right there. But now we got our oats going on in. Worker is off and away. Yeah, so like I said, we're going to get most of this field done in between episodes. And we'll finish it up next episode and then also get into the grass field and start making some silage bales. But also next month, next episode, yeah, the wool and the fabric will be sold, but we're just waiting for those prices to peak out. Already the wool is at the max price as it was the year before, so that's good. We're going to sell all the wool, even the wool that's down in the spawn point for the spinnery, because the spinnery is full of wool already. That's this excess wool we're waiting to go on in. I should double check to make sure that it is actually taking it. I'm sure it is. Let's see here. Wool. Actually, it's not. Why is it not taking it? That should be full. It's one of those things where I got to move the pallets around a little bit for it to be accepted. Yeah, looks like it. All right, we're getting rid of a lot of these. I mean, getting rid of them doesn't mean we're losing them. It's just that they're going into the spinnery to be used. Trying to use up all of the ones that are half taken. All right, still taking them. I didn't think I had that much room in there. All right. I didn't think it was going to take that much. I was like, a couple pallets at most. Yeah, we're pretty much maxed out right now. All right, so we'll just leave it as is. You can take that. All right. So all this wool will be sold as well. Spinnery's nice and full. I do got room in there. Yeah, outgoing products. Yeah, so we just barely fill up the spawn area, so now the rest is going to go into storage. But all that will be sold. We'll bring in a good amount of cash. That's going to be lovely. And, yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. But soybean field done. Oat field has started. And we'll finish off next episode, as I said. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video and you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. Also lets me know that you enjoy seeing the content that you saw here today. Also, while you're down there, if you haven't done so, might want to hit that subscribe button as well. But that is where we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in Western Australia. But until then, have a good one.